Hello everybody, this is JD, and again I'm going to get another group organization mad at me today. Probably EPA is going to go all over the world. Okay, this is going to be called Global Warming versus the EPA. I got a question to ask you. Where does oxygen come from in our atmosphere? The more carbon dioxide in our atmosphere and the less oxygen we have, the more global warming we have. And anybody can tell you that. Any scientist, anybody who studies earth science. So, now my thing here is that we have a federal judge with the stroke of a pen and a decree of an order has done more damage to our atmosphere, killed off more animals, and destroyed more plant life than Brazil does in a year. One judge. Why? In the name of EPA. How did he do this? Well, it turns out there is a major reservoir somewhere in California that has this 2-inch minnow. And they have pumps that pump water into irrigation channels. Well, he ordered the pumps turned off because the fish are endangered and they get caught in the pumps. In that process, major area in California that was a farmland is now all dead. All the plant life is dead. Now a lot of people don't realize that when you irrigate an area and develop farmland, you also do something else. When you irrigate an area, that water gets into the water table, spreads throughout the land, not just on the farm. So you'll have woodland that grows and other areas which will develop plant life, and then animals move in. In that valley in California that has been completely a death wasteland now, how many endangered species animals died because the plant life in that valley died? These people who care for only one item or another never looks at the total repercussion of what they do and how it affects other life. We have a major area in California that was lush and green with plant life, putting oxygen in the atmosphere, helping to reduce global warming. It's now a valley of dead plants. Why? So that a minnow in a reservoir won't get sucked into a pond. Instead of ordering that filters be put on the pumps and that the government pay for these filters, he ordered the pumps closed. Wrong answer. Again, EPA adding to global warming. Again, a creature of insignificance destroying a major area. Those minnows would never have destroyed that valley in California. But a judge did. I bet, in my own opinion, looking at what I saw, the picture of those valleys, more wild animals died than the number of minnows that were in that pond, that reservoir. And that judge did it. Everybody says take the cars off the road, but at the same time we are killing plant life. We are not looking at what we do. This is our government for you. This is why I am running for president. Every action has a reaction. Every item change causes change elsewhere. Our own government does not take that into consideration. Just like now, healthcare reform. No, it's insurance policy reforms. Regulation of the insurance companies should be done at state level. Medical for all. Look at my videos on medical for all. That's how you get medical for all. A lot cheaper and a lot less chance of rationing of medical will be done with medical for all than putting out insurance policies for all. We got to get that valley in California green again to help to prevent global warming. We have to get plant life growing in that valley that is now nothing but dried up, dead vegetation. Don't you all realize that plant life is what makes life on this planet? Every single animal on this planet depends on plant life. Just like every single fish in the ocean depends on plankton. That's right. We know the largest fish eats the smaller fish, eats the smaller until we get down to the multiple smallest fish that eat the plankton. And even the largest whale lives on plankton. We live off of animals and plants, but you take plants away and there's nothing. In this valley in California, that's just what they did. Added immensely to global warming, and also killed off hundreds of thousands of animals, and also multitude of millions of plants that would have been putting oxygen into the atmosphere. Not only are the farmers hurting, but the natural wildlife in that area has been destroyed, and they added more to global warming than Brazil does with cutting their forests down. All because of the judge and his inability to see the consequences of a ridiculous judgment and taking the cheap and easy way out. We have to start realizing that we are one with the earth. And things are real. And what we do that it contributes that we can fix, not destroy. Also, the Constitution says that our government is to promote the economy. There is no economy in that valley. Unemployment is over 50% in that valley. But the worst and most distraughting thing of all about that valley in California is the plant life that has been totally destroyed, that would be contributing oxygen, which would be fighting global warming, has been completely wiped out in that valley. Think about that, whatever your name is, Judge, what you did. Obama, you are doing nothing about it. Congress, you yell about global warming, yet you create more global warming. How many cars, how many buildings would have to be shut down to counter the loss of oxygen from that vast valley? How much animal life was destroyed? How much plant life was destroyed so that a 2-inch minnow doesn't get caught in a pump? No, the easy way isn't the way to fix it. The truth is, get those pumps on now, get the plant life back into that valley, get whatever's left of the animal life to start thriving, and put filters on those pumps down the road. That's what you need to do. Instead of start taking the easy way. Congress, you disgust me. You always try to take the easy route. This is JD. Don't vote Democrat, don't vote Republican. Vote American. Look into the facts before you vote. You may be surprised at stuff that you see, and you may not like what is given forced upon you. Again, this is JD. Think about that. A lot of global warming has been added because water was cut off to a valley. Thank you. Have a nice day. This is JD.